Hi, my name is Jelsy, and I have less than 15 minutes to film this episode because my dogs are crying to go outside. So let's get started. During the past week, I posted on my Instagram and in my reels about staying well when you work a customer service job. I've been working at Starbucks for almost 6 years now, and it started out as a job because I had no clue what the heck I wanted to do. And then it became the job that paid for me to go to school after I did figure out what I wanted to do. And then it was again the job after I graduated college, not knowing what I wanted to do. And now it's a job that is a safety net that I'm doing part-time in order to help me build a foundation in my business and in my life so I can go on and help the people I want to help and to have the career that I am truly passionate about, which is health and wellness coaching and speaking out for mental health, self-love, health, and wellness. Something that I learned working at Starbucks in the day-to-day, and then when I look back at the trends over the years, is that I had moments where I was working at Starbucks and I loved it. I was excited. I wanted to talk to all of the customers. I enjoyed genuinely making drinks for people. And there were also times where it was miserable to the point that I could just walk out and not give any notice. It was pretty bad, and there were times that I had to force myself to commit and to stay with it because I knew that it was going to be there for me and it was going to provide the flexibility and the benefits that I needed for me to have the job that I wanted to, the job that I'm creating for myself right now. I noticed with these trends that in the times that I felt absolutely miserable at work and the times that I felt so excited to be there, there was something going on in my life that was triggering how I felt at work. So in the moments when I felt absolutely miserable at work, I was also feeling miserable in my life. And the moments that I was feeling excited and great, and now how I'm feeling now is I've found my zen, my flow at Starbucks, and anything that upsets that zen needs to be dealt with. And that's just because of where I'm at in my life right now and where I was in all of those other moments in my life when I was feeling better at work. So the first and most important tip of advice is to be well in your own life, to feel well at work. So whenever you begin working on yourself, working on your mindset and your body and your nutrition and exercise and stress management and overall wellness, relationships with others, how you communicate with others. And also make sure you're getting enough sleep. I can't stress that enough. If you're not getting enough sleep, you are not feeling your best at work. When you begin to work on those things outside of the customer service job you are in, then you begin to feel it ripple into your job. So even if it's a job you absolutely hate, you are better able to trust yourself and you're better able to navigate your day in a way that feels best to you. And also when you are taking care of yourself outside of work, it helps you decide if this job that you're working is even worth it for you. Because sometimes it might not be. Maybe you don't need the benefits. Maybe you don't need the flexibility. Maybe there is something out there that is better for you, and that's okay. Tip number 1 is focus on your life, health, and wellness outside of a customer service job, outside of work, and take your learnings with you to work. And now that I'm looking through my notes, I just have 2 tips for you. So, tip number 2, always try your best. We're keeping it simple here. Tip number 1, get your shit together outside of work. And when I say that as gently and as kindly as possible. So tip number 1 is to take care of yourself. Take care of what's within you before you start to devote time and energy and effort into your external. So into your job. So make sure you're taking care of yourself first in order to feel better at work. Tip number 2, always try your best. Pablo Coelho wrote a beautiful book called The 4 Agreements, and I am highly positive that you have heard of this book or you've read it yourself before. All of the 4 agreements do apply to work in a customer service position or in a low-waged position. But the most important takeaway that I believe and that I've learned over the past 6 years working in a customer service position is to always try your best. And I know that there's these standards that we have to be bubbly, which is something that I complained a lot to my therapist about whenever I was having my miserable moments at Starbucks. That we have to be bubbly, that we have to be a yes man, that we have to present a certain way or be perfect or do every single thing perfect. And I get that. I get it from a marketing standpoint. I get it from a business standpoint. I get it. But honestly, if you want to feel well at work, always try your best. So if your best is just trying to survive the day, just getting through a bad day and trying to just make it by, then that's your best. If your best that day is, I'm gonna make 10 lattes in 1 minute, sure, go for it. That's your best. And if your best is somewhere in the middle, just doing your job, protecting your zen, and then going home, that's okay too. You don't have to be perfect. And I know that's something that customer service jobs put on us a lot in a lot of the training and a lot of the expectations. I think recently we had someone that told us to attack the register. No, life isn't like that. We're humans. And if you're just trying your best, then you will feel so much better at work. And that also means being honest with yourself. What is your best right now? So trying not to over push it when you're feeling miserable, but also trying not to downplay it whenever you're feeling great. And being honest and doing your best by helping your coworkers, that will help fill you with a sense of purpose in your job, because you are making the job easier for the people around you, and hopefully the people around you are making the job easier for you too. So be honest with yourself. What is your best today? And try to do that. So those are the 2 tips I have for you. I wrote out a list of all of these things that you can try and all of these things that might be helpful on the floor, mindset shifts, staying out of drama, minding your own business, making budgets for low wages. But in all honesty, you can simplify it down to 2 things, I truly believe. 1, to recap, take care of yourself. You come first. Jobs, yes, they are very important, but you have to come first. Take care of yourself. Sit down, find a health and wellness coach, find a therapist or someone that you can work with to help you get things together so you can start feeling well again in your outside life, or your inside and outside life. your life in general, find someone that can help support you through that transition. So improving your sleep, your nutrition, getting exercise daily, drinking enough water, not feeling tempted to eat the food and sweet drinks that are served in your place of work if it does serve food, and being true to yourself and being authentic, finding out how to de-stress, all of that stuff in one category. Take care of yourself, number one. Number two, always try your best. So that's all that I have for you today. If you like this video, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more things, health, wellness, and self-love, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for being here today. I will see you next week.